Ayan, good day everyone. So our next lesson, lesson 4 is about five Porter's analysis. So again, maybe some of you alam na to kung ano meron din sa Porter's analysis. Pero again, for your deep understanding, para sa subject natin na to or sa topic natin na to is discuss natin siya. Again, this is in line with our subject which is strategic business analysis. Ito yung isang way para mag-analyze ng isang business. Okay? So, ayan, before we start, let's have an objectives for this lesson. First is to understand Porter's five forces analysis. Second is to discuss the purpose of Porter's five forces analysis. And of course, apply Porter's five forces analysis in the business scenario. Ayan. So, yeah, before I start discussing the um, Porter's analysis, yung five na yon, is let's have a recap muna on what we have discussed last week about SWOT analysis. So we talk about SWOT analysis. So yung SWOT analysis kasi, this is one of the techniques used in analyzing and evaluating a business or mga businesses. So yung SWOT analysis, yung strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, yun yung laman ng SWOT analysis. So ano-ano ba yung mga external factors, ano ba yung internal factors sa topic natin yan. And this is very useful kapag mag-start ka ng business or mag-establish ka pala ng business. So, dito, in-evaluate nito yung present condition ng business and environment na meron tayo. Okay? So, sabi ko nga sa inyo last time, pag internal factors, ito yung strength and weaknesses. Kapag naman external factors, ito yung opportunities and threats. Okay? So, sige, let's start. So, ayan, the five forces that shape industry competitions. So, ayan, isa-isahin natin siya. Um, we have this, okay? So, ayan, isa-isahin natin siya. Dito malalaman natin kung sino-sino ba yung mga buyers, sino-sino ba yung mga competitors, and so on and so forth. Okay? So, pag sinabi natin five Porters of analysis, sabi daw dyan, ito ay originally na dinevelop ni Michael E. Porter na galing Harvard Business School. So, yung five Porters analysis is framework siya or ginagamit siya as a guide para makapag-assess and makapag-evaluate ng competitive strength and position doon sa business organization na meron tayo. Moreover, pag sinabing um, Porter's analysis, in-identify daw niyan yung limang forces na makapag-determine ng competitiveness and attractiveness ng ng market. And para malaman natin kung ano yung strength ng isang business para maging competitive siya sa mga or maging competitive siya sa market. Okay? Dito naman, sabi daw dyan is according to Porter, yung industry daw o industry structure daw is yung ultimately drives the competition and profitability, not on whether an industry produces a product or service is emerging mature, high-tech or low-tech, regulated or unregulated. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung five quarters analysis talaga is ginagamit ng mga businesses, of course, for them to become profitable. Siyempre, pag may mga strategy ka, alam mo kung paano maging profitable yung business mo. Okay? Para maging ready ka rin. So, ayan, ito yung five uh, forces, which is one is competitive rivalry. Second is bargaining power of suppliers. Third is bargaining power of buyers. Then the fourth one is threat of new entrants. Okay. Fifth is the threat of substitute products or services. So, isa-isahin natin siya. First is the competitive rivalry. Dito naman, sabi daw, this force examines how intense the competition currently in the market. Ayun, sabi intense daw. Which is totoo naman talaga, intense. Sabi daw dyan, which is determined by the number of existing competitors and what each is capable of doing. So, sabi daw ni rivalry competition is high when consumers can easily switch to a competitor offering for a little cost. So, ano daw ito? mapapansin natin na very evident yung competition ngayon, lalo na sa mga businesses. So pag ang dami nating rivalry, ang daming suppliers, of course, kailangan natin mag-strategize kung anong gagawin natin. Okay, sabi daw dyan, pag sinabing competitive rivalry, of course, may mga strategy na ginagawa ng mga businesses is nag-offer sila ng little cost or mas mababang presyo para makipaglaban doon sa ibang same na business. Okay? So, ito daw yung mga competitors or ito yung mga dapat natin i-assess for us para maging or magkaroon tayo ng strategy sa business natin. Okay, sabi daw dyan, number of competitors. Siyempre, kailangan din malaman kung ilang or gaano ba karami yung competitors na meron tayo. And diversity of competitors, industry growth, brand loyalty, switching of cost. Siyempre, sobrang napaka-importante niyan kung yung switching of cost. Doon mahirap talaga mag-switch ng cost. Siyempre, hindi naman siya basta-basta na babaan mo agad porque mababa yung isang competitor mo ganyan. Hindi basta-basta siya. So then, and then the quality differences. Okay? Iba-iba naman kayo ng quality na ino-offer na product sa isang business. Dapat din natin siyang i-assess. Okay? Next is bargaining power of suppliers. Dito naman, this force analyzes how much power a business suppliers have and how much control it has over the potential to raise its prices, which in turn would lower business profitability. Also, it looks at the number of suppliers available. The fewer there are, the more power they have. Dito naman, dapat doon nating assess kung gaano ba kadami yung suppliers na meron tayo. Okay? Ano ba dapat natin i-consider? Una, number and size of suppliers. Marami ba tayong suppliers? Baka mamaya marami tayong customers tapos konti lang mga suppliers natin. Ngayon, pag nagkaubusan ng product or goods na binibenta natin, mahirap na humanap ng suppliers. And next is uniqueness of each supplier's product. Dito naman, of course, dapat ina-assess natin kung gaano ba ka-unique or kakaiba yung in-offer ng mga suppliers na meron tayo. Okay? And then the company's ability to substitute. Pag hindi available sa supplier na to, of course, dapat alam natin kung paano mag-strategize, kung paano papalitan yung supplier na meron tayo. Or mag-switch lang naman, ganyan. Next, the third one is bargaining power of buyers. Dito naman, this force looks at the power of the consumer to affect pricing and quality. Consumers have power when there aren't many of them, but lots of sellers, as when it is easy to switch from one business's products or services to another. Ito naman, of course, may power din dapat yung mga buyers kung saan sila bibili ko, sa mas mura or sa mas mahal or mas mura nga kaso lang pangit naman ang quality or mahal pero maganda naman yung quality. Ganun yung bargaining power of the buyers. So dito, ito yung mga dapat natin i-take into considerations. Of course, one is number of customers. Next, yung pinaka-size or gaano ba kalawak or gaano ba kalaki yung i-order or demand ng mga customers. And then differences between competitors, syempre. And then buyers' ability to substitute. Mabilis ba magpalit ng gusto yung mga buyers? So ano yung strategy na kailangan natin gawin? Ganyan. Then buyers' information availability. Ito yung mga dapat natin i-take into consideration about bargaining power of buyers. So dito naman sa threat of new entrants. This force examines how easy or difficult it is for the competition to join the marketplace in the industry being examined. The easier it is a competitor to join the marketplace, the greater the risk of businesses market share being depleted. Ayan. Sabi daw, kung gaano ka kabilis na makapasok sa market, minsan ganun din kabilis mag-exit. Kasi may mga threats na hindi natin na pag-aaralan kaagad. So, minsan, kaya madalas mabilis makapasok sa businesses. Siguro minsan yung iba illegal ganyan. Pero yun nga, ang pinag-aaralan natin dito sa may threat of new entrants is hindi ka basta-basta makakapasok sa isang market or marketplace nang hindi nahihirapan sa pagpasok. Diba? May mga government regulations pa dyan, yung mga tax na binabayaran, or requirements, business requirements, permits na kailangan mong i-comply before ka makapasok sa marketplace. So ito dapat yung mga dapat nating i-consider sa threat of new entrants. Barrier to entry. Ano na ba yung mga barrier to entry? Katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, ang mga government regulations, kung marami bang competitors, syempre, analyze mo yun. Baka mamaya madami ng katulad ng business na gusto mong itayo. Syempre, dapat sa iba ka na magtatayo ng business, of course. And brand loyalty, capital requirements, of course, hindi naman basta-basta makakapagtayo ng isang business kung walang capital. Ayun, sabi ko kanina, government policies. Of course, marami niyang requirements ng government, permit, barangay permit ng ganyan. Lahat yun ay kasama sa policies ng government. And then, as access to different distribution channels and then switching costs. Yan yung mga dapat nating i-consider sa threats of new entrants. And then lastly, lima lang naman yan, we have threat of substitute products or services. So dito daw, itong first na to is studies how easy it is for consumers to switch from business products or service to that of a competitor. It looks at how many competitors there are and how their prices and quality compare to business being examined. Dito daw pinag-aaralan natin kung gaano ba kabilis or ano ba yung mga threat or factors na nakaka-apekto para mag-substitute yung mga business mga buyers natin sa ibang business or sa competitor natin. So ito yung mga dapat i-consider um, under ng threat sa substitute products or services. Una, number of substitute products available. Of course, dapat i-check natin yan. Then, buyer propensity to substitute. Yung mga hilig nila, of course, baka mamaya, iba na pala yung gusto nila, tapos hindi natin ina-update yung business natin. Okay? Relative price performance. And then, perceived level of product differentiation. And then, of course, switching costs. Again, hindi lang basta-basta makapagbaba ng price or cost yung para sa mga customers natin. And dapat i-take into consideration natin yung mga factors na naka-apekto doon sa substitute products and services. Okay? Yun lang naman, 5 lang naman yan. So, let's summarize kung ano bang meron dito sa 5 factors analysis. Ito yung example ng 5 factors analysis na gagawin nyo din actually. And then, sige, ano ba nga ba importance ng Porter's analysis? Of course, para malaman natin at maging ready tayo sa mga factors na pwede maka-affect kapag tayo ay establish ng business or kung may existing business tayo, ito yung mga factors na kailangan natin i-consider. Yung rivalry sa mga competitors natin, bargaining power ng suppliers, yung mga suppliers na dapat i-ayusin din natin and then i-assess din natin kung available sila palagi, threats of substitute products, ganyan, and then bargaining power of buyers, kung ano ba yung mga gusto nila or hilig nila, and dapat i-update natin yung mga business natin and products or goods na meron tayo. And then, threat of new entrants, of course. Hindi lang basta-basta makakapasok sa business sa isang marketplace nang walang threat palagi. Okay? Ito pa is example sa manufacturing industry. Example ng 5 quarters analysis. Again, you will be making a analysis using 5 quarters process. Okay? So, ito lang naman yung topic natin. So, yun lang siya. Thank you for your time, guys, and we will have a quiz. Online na lang siguro to. And then, yun lang. Thank you and God bless everyone.